Come on, ref, blow the whistle, mate. I want to keep a clean sheet, man. Come on. Come on. I think they're both happy, aren't they? Lee's happy. That's when you know we've all done all right. Come on. Come on. I might as well get on with the title of the video. The red card somewhat changed the game. Even though I felt in the first half Sunderland were definitely the better side, Amad Diallo had two very good chances that he could have put away. Especially one where I think the keeper went straight, basically, I think it was Zach Steffen on loan from Man City. Basically passed the ball straight to Diallo. Poor finishing meant that he shot wide. Second one from Diallo was when he was running down the right wing, our left wing, Middlesbrough's right side. Tried to cut inside and do a bit too much, and if he'd had a shot, he maybe could have put it under the keeper's legs or could have scored from an angle one way or the other. And then the other one was Ross Stewart had a good one-on-one chance right before half time, and I think that was the last action of the first half. And at half time, I was saying to my mates next to me that I felt that these missed chances might very well come back and bite us, because we've had it before where, especially I think West Brom was one example, where we could have gone 2-0 up in that game and then we end up losing 2-1. So you've sometimes just got to take your chances, because players are much more ruthless at this level than they are in League One, even though I still don't believe the league on the whole is actually that good. Second half comes by, obviously, and not much. It was a bit scrappy. It was a bit of a battle up until the long ball over the top where Stewart runs through. And I can't remember who it was that makes the foul for Borough, ends up getting sent off. But obviously that completely changes the game. It changes our game plan. It changes Borough's game plan. And then obviously we get a penalty from it. About time, by the way, that someone gets sent off against us when there's a sufficient amount of time left. Because Connolly, I think, for Blackpool got sent off against us 3 weeks ago. Can't believe that was 3 weeks ago, goodness me. But obviously that was injury time, so really it didn't have too much of an effect. As far as this game is concerned, Ross Stewart obviously scores. Penalty wasn't great, and the finish wasn't that much better either. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. We went 1-0 up. Even when Borough were down to 10 men, though, they still had moments where they threatened to expose us going forward. I'll tell you right now, Cameron Archer looks really good for Borough, actually. I know today he would have been limited by the fact that Borough were reduced to 10 men. But for me, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to see him at Sunderland, because he's got pace about him. He's probably easily going to be one of the quickest players in the Championship, and he will score goals for Borough. Obviously, thankfully, we made the game safe when Amad Diallo, again, who all afternoon probably tried to do too much in front of goal, ends up just shooting and it goes into the back of the net, and it makes it a bit more secure. Were we particularly great when they went down to 10 men? No, I wouldn't say we were. But again, after last week, I will take anything. Last week, the decisions against us did change the game. And this week, for once, it happened the other way around. There's not much more to say. I know some people class Borough as a derby. I certainly don't class it as much of a rivalry, but there you go. For me, it's a big win to close the gap to the playoffs, and we'll wait and see what happens. We're past the 40-point mark as well, so that's another milestone that we've managed to achieve. So I will love you and leave you there, guys, as you know what's coming. Hopefully I've done enough to earn a subscription from you. Fulham next week in the Cup, and then obviously we return to league action at Millwall, so we'll see what happens, and especially later on in the window as well. I'm shaking ridiculously. See what happens later on in the transfer window. So catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe, and away the lads.